Hi, I'm Terry Bovel, and welcome to Season 2 of Planting Seeds, where entrepreneurs pitch their business ideas to a panel of investors in order to gain cold, hard cash in exchange for an equity stake in their business. Now, let's take a look at today's investor panel. Our next entrepreneurs, Jay Andrew and Roll Rolox, aim to break the language barrier one student at a time. Their goal is to help students build, improve, and perfect their foreign language skills using a fun-filled multilingual mobile app adventure game. Let's see if they have all the right words or palabras to convince the investors that their game can help students go beyond the boundaries of their native tongue.
Good afternoon. I am Jure Andrews, and I am from Caribbean Treasures. It's a language learning mobile game for secondary school students. How did we come up with the idea for Caribbean Treasures? Well, basically, we have been interacting with secondary school students for the past 7 years through our student program, Repair Your Caribbean. Now, in interacting with these students and their teachers, we have noted the general consensus that there is a lack of engaging language learning material. So I'm going to run through a bit what the game is about very briefly. It's basically a fun-filled multi-language adventure game. Set in the Caribbean, our first episode is the Caribbean. They navigate different islands, they engage a compelling story in an adventure game type setting. But more importantly, other than it being fun, is that they cover the elements of the foreign language syllabus. Okay, I'm going to run a brief demo of our first build, and it's going to take you through some of the elements of the game that students will play. Of course, you're going to note that while they're playing, there's a lot of language immersion. I mentioned that the game is meticulously linked to the foreign language syllabus. So they're going to cover all of the material they would normally learn in their textbook or in the classroom. So basically, that's what we're offering today. We do ask for 50,000 US, and that is to be used in the next year as we develop our French Caribbean and Trinidad and Tobago market. We do ask for this in the form of a loan because we think that over a 2-year period, you can get a 25% return on it. And we just think it's a worthwhile venture. We ask you to join us and break the language barrier one student at a time. Any questions?
And how do you earn revenue? Sorry.
Right.
How do we earn revenue? Our main revenue earner is licensing, and we use that particularly for the French Caribbean islands, Martinique, Guadeloupe, French Guyana. It basically means that the school is going to purchase the license and make the game accessible to their students, and that's a model that is going to work perfectly. Locally in Trinidad and Tobago, we see the subscription model working, which is basically that students purchase the game individually. It's just 25 US a year, which is really, really competitive if you look at other language learning apps. What schools are going to do is basically put it on the book list for students. They purchase the game and it's going to be used in schools.
How much you plan to charge?
The licensing for schools is 5,000 US.
A year?
A year, yeah.
For any number of students?
Yeah, for up to 1,000 students. So that works out to be about $5 per student.
Yeah, really like it. I think that your product looks good from what we can see. It's clearly serving a need. For me, I think there's a few issues. One, selling into schools is not easy, and there's oftentimes a long sales cycle. So that's something that you, I think, can absolutely get over. But for me, it's a sticking point right now.
For me, I'm really not looking to lend money. That's the role of a bank. So I wish you well, but I'm out.
I'm quite keen to make an investment. However, there's some fair amount of due diligence I need to do, right? I need to really understand. One is really better understand or better define the revenue generation opportunities, and then I can make a final decision. Then I could actually execute.
Well, actually, I'm happy to add that at JMB Bank, we want to partner definitely with entrepreneurs and innovators. And so certainly, I believe there is something we could do for you.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your offer. Monty, I'll be more than willing to meet with you to go through the sponsorship offer as well as our revenue plans for the next year. And thank you very much,
Absolutely.
Lisa.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, and thank you for your attention, everyone.
No worries. Thank you. Congrats.
For a country that is right next to Venezuela, We really haven't taken Spanish where we need to. And I think this is a great solution. Not only will it benefit, as we see now, schools and that age group, but I also think adults can benefit from this. I like that they came to the show with the app already developed, with the game developed, tested to some extent. It makes it so much more viable for an investor to look at it. You really have a great idea. You need to take it further. I hope the Ministry of Education is watching and they look at it and see it as a solution for our poor excuse of not having Spanish in our schools from very young.
Imagine being able to earn more. Imagine getting the chance to live more. Imagine living a life where you can see more. Imagine you with JMMB, your best interest at heart.
Workers who feel truly cared for are key to creating a business that can grow quickly. One way of accomplishing this is by offering a great benefits package. Beacon Insurance wants to see your small business grow, which is why they have created the Be Better plan, tailored to businesses with 3 to 35 employees. This service is simple and easy to use with an online portal that provides information on plan eligibility, claim status, and benefits. Visit us today at www.beacon.co.tt to learn about how you can grow your small business and retain the industry's best and brightest by offering them Beacon's Be Better Employee Benefits Plan.
Can Yellow Pages make a difference in your business? Here's what one of our customers had to say.
Hi, I'm Amira Hussain, General Manager at Delta Windows and Doors Limited. Delta has been in existence for over 25 years, and we've been advertising with the Yellow Pages since our inception. As our business has evolved, so has our advertising in the Yellow Pages. Our customers can now access us via print, website, and the mobile app. The Yellow Pages has made it easy for customers to find us and continues to help our business increase sales and market share.
Look at this. Maybe you should put this on. This must be in the catalog.
But this one is so much more affordable.
This one ran out.
Very Exciting Things Limited, the Caribbean's leading supplier of promotional products.
Total Sport Network is Trinidad and Tobago's first locally owned and operated fantasy sports website, created by Lawrence Caesar. Caesar appeared before the Planting Seeds panel of investors in Season 1, and while he was not able to secure an investment, he has not given up. Caesar has returned as he believes that after a year of additional work and progress, he can win an investment on the show. Let's see if he can gain the investment needed in order to make his fantasy into a reality.
Hi, good evening. I am Lawrence Caesar, the Business Development Manager for the Total Sport Network. What you see here is a simple description of some of the games which we have offered in partnership with Wii Sports and the Newsday, where we ran a promotion in 2016. where, using our own resources, we have over 700 registered users and just under 25,000 entries for the games which you see being described here. But the best thing about us is that from August of 2017, we will have a partnership with Flow Sports, which will make this show regional in 25 territories rather than just in Trinidad and Tobago. So in addition to the 3 games which we offered locally, we will also have a full-fledged fantasy football league. What we would like in exchange in the first instance, and for 10% obviously, is $800,000 that will cover some licensing fees.
Lawrence, I'm a little bit confused and I apologize. Fantasy, is this like fantasy football that they play in the NFL in the States? Is that what you're talking about?
Correct.
So you're trying to bring a fantasy football, American style, to local football, soccer, local cricket, local basketball, local rugby, or Caribbean base?
We want to localize the experience because as it is, you can sign up to play fantasy sports in the UK, but you won't be able to win a prize because of the residency restrictions.
You're asking 800,000 for 10% now. And
to start with.
To start with. And
yes.
You're willing to go to 30%.
Yes.
So which tells me 2.4 million to invest over the next couple of years, hopefully. Please tell me that you currently have about $1 million in sales or $500,000 in sales or revenue. Where are you getting your revenue from? Where are you getting your revenue?
The projections that we have done are based on 1 play per week for each game in Trinidad and Tobago. And we have looked at 1,000 participants performing that action. In Jamaica, we have looked at 1,500 such plays. And those are the 2 markets that we've used for the purposes of projections, just to start with. So that brings us to 120,000 US over the course of 1 year. And this is from one sport only. And that does not take into account any other partner or sponsor becoming involved.
Lawrence, let me tell you something.
Sure.
I'm still confused, right? And I get a little frustrated. Trying to understand your model and what your business is. It doesn't make sense to me after 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 50 minutes of talking. So therefore, I'm going to have to drop out, and I'm not interested in investing.
I would have to say that, in terms of just clarifying your cash flows, your projections, how those things are actually going to make sense, I think that's going to be important for anybody.
When I look at it, I think there is a market, but your business proposition is not crystal clear.
I'll echo the same as all the others. So for those reasons, I'm gonna be out.
Thank you very much.
You.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Can Yellow Pages make a difference in your business? Here's what one of our customers had to say.
Hi, I'm Amira Hussain, General Manager at Delta Windows and Doors Limited. Delta has been in existence for over 25 years, and we've been advertising with the Yellow Pages since our inception. As our business has evolved, so has our advertising in the Yellow Pages. Our customers can now access us via print, website, and the mobile app. The Yellow Pages has made it easy for customers to find us and continues to help our business increase sales and market share.
Look at this. Maybe you should put this on. This must be in the catalog.
But this one is so much more affordable.
This one ran out.
Very Exciting Things Limited, the Caribbean's leading supplier of promotional products. Imagine being able to earn more. Imagine getting the chance to live more. Imagine living a life where you can see more. Imagine you with JMMB, your best interest at heart.
Calling all thrivers out there. Because thanks to entrepreneur Ethan August, you now have a chance to thrive. His company, Thrive, is aimed at creating social networks where those in the entertainment industry can now showcase their talents at his tailored events or on his digital media website platform. Let's see if Ethan can convince the investors to get a chance to create a center where like-minded thrivers get to synergize and maximize their talents both locally and internationally.
Greetings, my name is Ethan August and I'm the founder of Thrive International. Started in Dubai 4 years ago, and it's a support platform that is dedicated to develop, showcase and inspire people in fashion, art, media, entertainment and hospitality. So for the last 4 years, we've been working on our network and our industry professionals, which also will be our mentors. We've created various networking events in Dubai, LA and Trinidad, which has allowed us to gather this database and this network and partners. So we are partners with LA Film School. We have a PR agency that works with us. We also have various government entities and a lot of different sponsors that came on board throughout the last 4 years. So our plan now is to go to the second phase, which is the website and app, which will kind of make things easier for the thrivers to collaborate and go through different features that will allow them to either find local thrivers or internationally, or stay by a thriver. So we organize and connect the talent, give them opportunities with people like Sony, which we have done recently.
That sounds like an online broker to me.
Well, the second phase with the new platform, we will become a management agency in that sense. And then also we have the advertising model for the free members. And in addition to that, our platform, we have already the events and masterclasses. So we'll continue that and obviously use that as a platform to advertise and bring people into the platform.
So what are you asking of investors today?
For now, we're looking at about 150,000 US, and I'm offering 15% equity. 15, 1-5.
Tell me about your revenues.
We're looking at a subscription model for one aspect of it. So for example, within the 6 to 1 year, I am guaranteed enough to probably have about 1,000 subscriptions minimum. And that should equate to about 150,000 US.
So how many people do you have on?
So we have about 5,000.
Thrivers?
Yeah.
All over the world.
And what are they doing right now?
Right now, like we recently got signed local artists to Sony for a distribution deal.
So you're doing like an insane number of things.
Yeah.
You're doing like Airbnb, you're like a media company, you're an events company, and you're an agent. Like any of those things is like itself a huge entity. Why do all of them? Like I think you got to focus on one thing.
So tell me, out of all of these, which is the one that your gut is telling you is the best thing to go after?
The fine option, the platform itself for the web and app minus the other features. Because I think there's a need.
So explain the find options. The find options is finding,
So for example, if in a new city or in my own city, and I'm working on a project and I'm missing a few elements, like
you're missing a drummer, you're missing a songwriter.
So you go on the app and you locate within that area for a drummer, and then you connect with them directly.
Ethan, you're now starting to sound good.
Do you have a sense, Ethan, of what kind of volume you need to get to in order to be profitable? You have 5,000 in the community now, and I assume you're at the free model stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. What stage of what sort of conversion you have to do of those free people in order to start making money, or do you have to go beyond that 5,000 free
I think,
subscribers?
To answer that question, we have, for example, 3,000 subscribers, and that's about 500,000 US.
Ethan, I think it's a lovely idea, but it needs to be refined.
Okay.
From where I sit, and I think your head needs to be focused on whatever that is,
Right.
and then from that you build out your model, build out your numbers. So you need to focus on exactly what you're going to focus on,
Okay.
refine the numbers, understand the market, to then refine your business proposition. And I'm not getting that very clearly, and then to come with $1 million valuation, so I'm going to have to decline.
Ethan, as I said, I think out of the 8, choose one, focus on that, and maybe come back with a proper project. I think you gotta have the laser. You gotta have that one single shot and focus on it and go ahead. Until you do that, I wouldn't even consider investing.
Okay.
I'm in the same boat as Joe and Monty. I think you need to figure out what it is you're doing and express that clearly to us. And right now, there's just too much out there, so I'm gonna decline as well.
Okay.
But thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Good luck.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Take care.
We definitely need our creative people to have somewhere they can thrive. This is a great idea for networking, for taking creative people so that they can get not only networking with themselves, but the people who can take them further. There is a need for this. However, I think right now the project that Ethan has in mind is too wide. Ethan, my advice to you, focus on one part of Thrive. Get that thriving and then look for more.
Can Yellow Pages make a difference in your business? Here's what one of our customers had to say.
Hi, my name's Nadine Johnson and I'm the Senior Brand Manager Marketing for Courts for Unicoma Trinidad Limited. We've been advertising in the Yellow Pages for over 2 decades. And with our growing number of almost 40 stores nationwide in Trinidad and Tobago, we found that advertising in the Yellow Pages is the perfect way for us to reach our customers and for our customers to find us. And because the Yellow Pages offers multiple ways for our customers to reach us, we found that it helps us maximize sales and drive business results.
Imagine being able to earn more. Imagine getting the chance to live more. Imagine living a life where you can see more. Imagine you with JMMB, your best interest at heart.
Everyone wants to be a VIP, but Omar Lewis, CEO and founder of VIP, has a different perspective on what it really means to shine. In this case, VIP stands for Vocal Impressions. Omar claims that this is the latest and most innovative app entry into the landscape of social media and is built to join Twitter and Facebook as a social network of choice. VIP is best described as Twitter based on voice messages instead of texting. Let's see if Omar can convince a panel of VIPs that they should invest in VIP.
Hello everyone, my name is Omar Lewis. My company and product is a social network called VIP. VIP stands for Vocal Impressions. The base functionality of VIP can be best described as Twitter, but with voice messages instead of text. So instead of a 140 character maximum tweet, you have a 13-second maximum VIP. So Macho Montano, Bungie, LeBron James, Kanye West, instead of texting, they blast their voice out as a message to all their followers that everyone, anywhere, at any time, can listen and reply to. Henry Ford once said, "If I asked people what they wanted, they would have told me a faster horse." VIP is the car. I'm asking for 996,000 TT dollars, or roughly 140,000 US dollars. In return, for 25% equity, it's negotiable. This would finance VIP's ongoing development, the server hosting costs, and sales and marketing. Now, the user base of VIP is an engaged community that we will monetize through a VIP audience platform, direct ads, and also eventually, not at the start, data mining and IP. Now, the MVP of VIP has already been built. I showed it to local leaders in journalism, education, IT, and even Carnival. The goal, strategic partnerships. The strategy is that VIP will custom build advertising portals for all their strategic partners, free of cost. In return, we will get the cross-pollination of their users and their customers over into the VIP community. Our goal is to build the VIP community to be as robust and large as possible. Community equals monetization. Now, again, I have no crystal ball, and it is entirely possible that VIP doesn't make a penny in revenue or even profit. But the thriving user base that we build will give VIP tremendous value in the social media landscape. This value can be leveraged to sell VIP to existing social media giants. So it's all in front of you, gentlemen and ladies. We can build together the most relevant, innovative social media platform on earth.
Let me just ask, Sheil, I've never heard of anything like this. Is there anything like this outside there in the market?
Okay, so there have been many, many attempts. And in general with social networks, it's a big challenge. And part of the path that you're going down, which is monetization, has actually never worked in a social network. Everybody does what you said, spends billions of dollars, builds a massive network, because what you need is critical mass, and then you monetize later. I am very skeptical, so I'm gonna be out on this one.
Omar, let me tell you, I think you know your stuff. I think you clearly know what you're going after. I don't know anything about this area, so I will bow out, but I think you might have a hook here to try and reel in.
Omar, I like it. You've touched on some fundamental points that always confuse me with these market valuations, whereas there's no equation to cash flows. I'm really keen to have a follow-on conversation, but I like the idea.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Your pitch was excellent. You had us engaged from the word go. But this is an app, I have to tell you, it's not the first thing that I've heard about it. In fact, there are other entrepreneurs right here in Trinidad who's looking at the same concept. And I think only when an investor is convinced that this could be done, that you're really going to get someone to stand behind you. So go out there, get the market research, do some testing, see if people really want to use this concept, and then come back to get an investor.